Hello folks, in this episode we will be playing with an Undine Shadow character, so let's go and unlock the Undine. And for this particular character we'll be focusing on slashing and piercing, even though as you can see they are quite low at this point. That's because I have my strength negative. And I will keep increasing them, maybe on reverse. Don't need much willpower either. I can take this point and put them to resilience. Charisma can also go to 10. And this will be our statistics. I will be attempting normal, even though we just unlocked Undine, which is always a bad idea, but you know, if you know what you are doing, things might not end very badly. And let's leave the initial deck as it is to see how it will go. I won't be picking any perks yet. So upon draw, use 2 wedge on first enemy. There weren't any enemies when we draw this card. If targets vulnerable counters, if they do have vulnerable counters, they get +2. And if they have weight counters, it gets intense. So let's give them some vulnerable, this guy here in particular, and kill him with our card. Now Shadow can deal tremendous amounts of damage assuming they are concealed. Of course at this point we don't need to deal tremendous amounts of damage. Let's get the throwing tiger. Move this to my deck. Get the throwing tiger and the shadow strike. Let's
Oh no.
pick the elixir and the bomb. Move the bomb outside the deck. The elixir of adrenaline as well. I'll be fetching. Okay, we have plenty of sneak attack options. I will start with Skulk, Dagger, Skulk, Backstab, Poison, multicast it, turn. Continue. Just to deal. It's a plain conspicuous disguise. Backstab this one. I'll discard this and this. I'm done. And I will remove Fight Dirty and Splash. Will also remove Tranquility and Throwing Daggers. No, I can't, I have 18 cards. Okay, let's end our turn.
Oh no.
Skulk, do a sneak attack here. Poison and finish him off like this. And let's see. If we can survive this.
Level up.
We got a level, that's good. Use the inconspicuous disguise for defense. And let's increase our strength. Check the class perks. We have this Nice ranged weapon trainings. We also have athletic, an overall good perk to have, and racial we have water affinity and supernatural resilience. I will get athletic, and as you can see, this deck we have here doesn't work very well. So let's take down, skulk, backstab. And get inconspicuous disguise, 2 tranquilities, 1 hide in shadows, 2 poisons, and maybe make the tranquility 3. From my stash we can also add the Shadow Strike and 1 throwing dagger. So let's do this like so. Okay, let's see how this new deck will keep up. First sneak attack, second sneak attack. Let's do a takedown, backstab, takedown, dagger. Skunk dagger. And this one works much better. Smooth cast, tranquility, skulk, do backstab, takedown, dagger, skulk, backstab. Continue. So the key thing with our shadow is to always make sure that we are concealed, and this Inquisitor challenge is quite tricky, and you can pick any of these guys. I will pick the Acrobat Thief because I like
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it.
his Dagger Act ability, and this is very deadly, assuming you can apply this vulnerable effect. And you can to level 2 and below targets, and will kill this gnome spy. He's as good as dead actually. And do a takedown. Sneak attack on the Order Seeker. Finish her off, or at least try to. Shield doesn't protect enemies from bleeding, They protect them only from direct damage. Let's use the weak poison. Do a takedown. Sneak attack. Dagger act. And now we can actually get to recruit the acrobat or any other ally from them you like. Or pick option B. We get both the Shadow Mage robes and the Flash Bomb. And lacking something better, I will equip the Flash Bomb. Having a concealment consistently along with our dagger is always very useful. Let's dagger up. Skunk. Can use 2 damage this one. Sneak attack. Take down. Sneak attack. We run out of action points. Let's start with the takedown here, and now our sneak attack is 5 times from the synergy. Can also get this to boost our damage and also deal more sneak attack, and if that fails, conceal. Let's continue. Study the grimoire. Continue.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently. Level up.
Level up. Let's see what we got. Aquatic, supernatural resilience, ranged weapons training, heightened intellect, bladed weapons training. I will get both the ranged and the bladed weapons training. And we get the Ring of Shadows and the Alchemist Bomb, or even better the Elixir actually in this case, that we are not doing very well. And I will equip the Ring of Shadows. I will unequip the Flash Bomb. We have 4 reserved, so we restore 8 action points per turn, so these tranquility cards will be quite invaluable. Also, our accessory is getting synergized into our ring, which in this case I don't want. Okay, let's start with takedown. Do a shadow strike. Conceal. Skulk. Backstab. Takedown. Takedown. And continue. So reaching to stage 3 with this character so far have been a difficult task, but we get to improve our odds by getting these much nicer cards and removing the Throne of Dagger and the Shadow Strike. So if you don't follow up on your inconspicuous disguise, it's a great card as it will leave you with some concealment to maybe avoid your enemy attacks.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
But if you follow up, you can always sneak attack. Let's do a takedown and continue. Study the Grimoire. Let's take the Blade Dance. Continue. Build more defense, and our turn. And we'll be using the blade in the sleeve. Take down. Summon one. It's not like we can benefit from any of these abilities, so I'll just attack and use my right click ability for that synergy. Plenty of defense to go about, and I will use the dagger act just to get this concealment bonus and sneak attack.
Oh no.
Fury casts the card 3 times, so we get to use this active synergy here 3 times. That's why we're getting the concealment bonus so high. And I will get in another Fury. Let's use this combination of cards, which in turn each one gave concealment to the other, and all of our attacks ended up being sneak attacks. Let's pick this, and the surprise. So our deck comes along quite well now. Let's continue. I could visit the town and sell. Actually, let's first see if we haven't stashed any commodities. We don't. We can just sell the equipment we no longer need. And I will be selling both of these. Add another acrobat thief in my deck. Let's do a takedown. Skulk for the concealment and sneak attack here as well.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
Let's do concealment, sneak attack, continue. Take down, and now I will be synergizing the sneak attack into my blade dance. Skulk, backstab. Surprise. And we have 4 shoppy hordes. We can right click to get this ability here. That's just intense damage, but it's okay. We got the concealment. We can use our weakest attack. Take the blade in the sleeve. use one of these, do a takedown, and the blade dance. Oh, this coral beads doesn't look very suitable armor for us, but we'll also get the commodity. We can sell this stuff in the next town. Call the acrobat thief.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
Shadows. And actually I will leave her alone. Why empower her? She just deals 1 damage. And we have Loa, which says vulnerable to piercing, so we'll be having a party here. Let's first so we can't affect here, this is level 7, we have too low. But we can use this, then use this, then use this, chain up concealments, and finally take her down. Sneak attack won't do anything without a damage source, and we don't have a damage source here, but we can always
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it.
build up some defense. And our turn. Let's use Surprise and Skulk Tiger. And now we can get to add some new cards if we want to our deck. We can get the Potent Poison, we can get Browbeat, Profile Target, which are all nice and good, but for different builds than the one we are going for. We are going for a sneak attack kind of build, and I will be taking the Serenity, which will increase the Meditate bonus, the action points we restore from our Tranquility. That's a +4 Meditate now, synergy, and I will actually remove the Healing Ointment from my deck. The Silk shouldn't be here either. Get a Dagger Act. Get your Dagger Act together, as they say. And Ambush. Gives Concealment Synergy. We can do a takedown. And then sneak attack here. Dagger Act and discard. I will get these Blades of Shadow. Not only they have multicast, but one of them can be a sneak attack, because after it triggers the concealment will break, and the next attack won't be a sneak attack. So if our concealment is higher or equal to 5, this gives us synergy sneak attack. So let's do that. Synergy sneak attack. That's now a 6 times damage. Right here.
Level up.
Desecrate. Not sure why he's calling for level up. I'll have to investigate that. Continue.
Relax,
Get
I'm
the
just gonna
acrobat
borrow
thief.
it. Permanently.
Unfortunately, hide in shadows is a reaction. So our meditate can now provide us our tranquilities with synergized meditates can provide us significant action point boost because playing this tranquility adds to my next card plus 4 meditate. Let's first things first. Hide in shadows, ambush. The correct order of things was to actually first play tranquility, but then there was no way to do that. Creating the dagger act would have injected this synergy on it anyway, so this is also a very good occasion. We can get to restore 12 action points because we'll be casting this card twice. Skunk, sneak attack. Unfortunately, we don't have a concealment, so that won't be a sneak attack, but we cleared the table, that's all that matters. And we can keep going. Let's enter. Unfortunately, they are undead. Let's get the concealment. Do a blade dance here.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
Raise defend. So we can still deal 6 intense damage even though it's an undead. So dagger act is still useful. Let's do a sneak attack. Take down. We'll be synergizing sneak attack here, but only the first attack actually gets to be the sneak attack. Because after it triggers our concealment breaks and that means we are no longer. Sleep.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
So I wanted to discard these cards before my draw phase came, but I was a bit slow. It's okay. We'll use.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently. Oh no.
So we got our missing action points back thanks to the multicasted inconspicuous disguise, and I will be dagger acting him away. Also use a surprise and a dagger. Put the toughest first. First is a sneak attack. Putting we'll be leveling up soon, but let's build up some defend. We can use these guys to do nothing. Or we must get a dagger act. Gonna attack. Let's use the highest level card so we can restore much more hit points, action points, sorry. We'll be using the Fury. This will restore 12 action points for us. Let's also do a takedown, backstab, blade in the sleeve, blade in the sleeve.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
I will end my turn. While you are concealed, enemies have a chance to miss. So it's always a good idea to be concealed.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
We know that plants can't get vulnerable. We have defeated this dungeon carnivora. This venomous yacht, we don't know if they can get vulnerable. Let's find out.
Level up.
They can. So let's kill it. And we'll finish it off, actually. Continue. So it has the multiply ability. Good thing we'll get to kill it. And use this for concealment. Dungeon carnivora won't die to our trick, but we can still sneak attack here away. So we got a level I didn't check, and we have these new sneak attack cards to add to our deck. And for perks, I will be taking the Novice Assassin. This will make our dagger acts deal much more damage. 3 times vulnerable 4. That's a lot of damage. Let's try it on here. So we are really good now against living targets. The deck flows pretty well with the tranquilities and the sneak attacks we are doing. And of course our dagger acts.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it.
Combat thief. And we are out of the rabbit hole. We can continue. Of course we are going to steal from the merchant. We are shadows. But I will be getting this amethyst out of my deck, and the bomb and the elixir. Continue. These are vampires. So this vulnerability won't work, but we can still deal 3 intense damage. That's 9 intense damage. Why not? Use the inconspicuous disguise to multicast my focus. Sneak attack the sneak attack here for 42 damage. Finish you off with a surprise. Let's play this.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
And study from the grimoire. I want to take this card. We're quite good. We have a vampire, we have a living target. So let's take down. No. We'll use a sneak attack here. And my turn. Take down. And the way the second Skulk killed him is because we synergized damage to it, and the why I got damaged is because ally abilities are smart cast. It means they choose the optimal target in the battlefield, and I was the sole target in the battlefield. Let's do this here. We are on Moira. Let's play the blade. And now this backstab has 8 times sneak attack. So that's 34. And I will be fetching some bombs as well. And an elixir of adrenaline, just in case we need it. So I will start with the silver, and then use the intense ones. Discard this. Dagger act together and move on. So right now we are on stage 5. We had a bumpy start. Didn't expect it will be reaching so far.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
Let's continue. So aside from potions and leveling up or exploring, we don't have methods of healing in our deck. But we can deal a lot of damage. Let's force him to heal. Not enough. But good enough because they relied on their offensive abilities as healing, thus flanking us, sorry. So I will get Walk on Thin Ice. It's quite powerful, as it can break this ice and multicast to all the enemies in the battlefield Even the undead can get affected by that. Dagger Act.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
We'll use the ambush. And you can just level up a few cards, why not? I won't enter this node, but I will be visiting the town. And actually buys third. We can also get rid of our commodities. Silk, amethyst. So Octocorpia's venom is quite interesting. And Octocorpia. The Undine Cryomancer too. And the Rusalka. I'll actually get the Rusalka to have an additional way of healing the drain. Secando. Continue. So this Riblik has spiked armor and rage. And this is a zombie horde that can actually multiply. So let's start with the zombie horde actually.
Level up.
We got our level. Let's build our defend. So that's not enough damage to enrage him. We can deal enough damage to kill him. And now Shadow Step is a very good card, and we can actually replace our ambushes with it, as it also crafts ambush and gives quite high concealment. And here we have the divining pool, which let us choose between Peer in the Depths or a random card, and Peer in the Depths discards 3, draws 2, but next action costs less. But when this card upgrade, this benefit will start going away, but you will be drawing more cards, so it will work this way. I will leave my deck as it is, just move these elixirs back to the stash. And we'll be using a Walk of Nice here.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
So we get Break the Ice, we will lose all ice cracks and deal 6 to 13 water damage. They are also frozen, meaning they can't act, but we can also kill them. This sneak attack, dagger act, take down. So we can also increase our strength, we can also get a perk. Our synergy, meditate effects and our unravel effects can increase even further. Can get a gambling addiction, or just increase our weapon output. We'll be taking the bladed expertise. And the supernatural resilience. Now this shadow dagger is quite good offhand to have. Let's use takedown, surprise, tranquility, blade of shadows,
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
dagger act,
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
dagger act. I'll discard this one. We'll be crafting more as discard echoes, and we'll be fighting Frost, which has piercing resistance and water resistance, our main elements, but let's see if our sneak attacks can be enough. Our potential is 8. And we also have some bombs that we've been... No, we don't. We don't. But we have zinc. Okay, let's end our turn. Let's do a takedown and attack with our well upgraded dagger to get a sneak attack bonus.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
No, I won't attack here, it's a waste of my precious combat tips. Okay, that was good. And frost is down. We're on stage 6. We have concealment, we can use the shadow dagger here. Shadow step, ambush. Shadow Mirage is also useful to have because it will keep giving us concealment as long as it echoes. Use it on the dragon. Backstab the zombie horde that can multiply. I will get the Rusalka's Claw and the Alchemist Bomb, move the bomb to my stash and move the Rusalka to my stash. I will have her Claw now, I can summon her with it. Get the surprise. We'll be using the Blade Dash on the Order Templar. Our second attack will be Sneak. So use Takedown. We are safe from damage. Heal. He is stunned and Blades. I'll add the commodities to my stash. Of course I will be getting the diamond, even though actually, you know, there is no town node, this is the final boss of the stage, but we have to be on character.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
So we have 3 wyverns here that are flying and can take off. Our dagger act is ranged, thankfully, so I might also be able to kill one more with my Fortunately, the zombie horde will get the multiply counter. Multiplied. Let's do this. Now these ice cracks won't be enough to get the card, unfortunately, but it's okay. Study the grimoire. Continue. Use my dagger act in the highest hit point
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it.
that are not
Permanently.
dead. And for the undead we'll be doing take down to the living, sneak attack to the undead. Dagger act. So as you move across the small settlement, unfortunately we can't benefit from this event with our particular build, so just skip it. A small thorp. I will rest in the local inn. Also rest here. Let's do the sneak attack here. Move him in the front.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
Looks like he's immune to vulnerable. But not to sneak attack. Surprise. And this is it. We are facing the final boss, which is Iokaste. I'm really glad it's a living. Of course, our potential is not enough to harm her, but we can still
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
well done. Second is a sneak attack. You can also do a backstab. And let's let's keep things going. I can bring in this elixir of adrenaline. Sample backpack. We bring in a Rusalka as well. Inflict bleeding, drain 3 hit points. Why not? 9 is 9. The bones. And that, folks, was the end of this run as well. We got the usual normal reward of 70 tokens and 60 masteries in the involved classes and races, and I hope that you got to enjoy this video, and we are now at 126 tokens. As you can see, tokens can accumulate pretty fast. We can unlock our next race, and I'll be seeing you next time.